Hey everyone, I'm Sairee Chahal. I'm the founder of SHEROES. We are a company dedicated to women's internet and increasing women's access to GDP. And this is a wonderful moment for me as I talk to Isabel Freetime and Kirthiga Reddy, two women on a mission to do something absolutely amazing. Uh, they have closed on the oversubscribed $250 million IPO of Athena Technology too. Congratulations to you both on this incredible accomplishment. I understand this is the third in the Athena family of SPACs founded in 2021. So tell us about your mission, Isabel. Tell us what is going on and what inspired you.
Sure. Look, when the pandemic hit in early 2020 and SPACs became more mainstream, I was really saddened to see that once again, as we have seen many times throughout history, there were very, very few women that were involved in that new financial product, not new, but new in its role that it plays in the capital markets. And so I decided to do something about it and create a SPAC that is all women in order to bring as many women as possible through the funnel and into the markets, and to do it really thoughtfully by assembling a team that has the highest standard and the highest execution capabilities. I identified a disconnect in the supply of companies that were out there, and the SPACs that had specific capabilities in a number of verticals. And so really founded a SPAC that was born out of that opportunity to attract outstanding talent and a full-time team that could deliver. And creating the first all women SPAC gave me that opportunity to attract leaders that may not have joined another SPAC. In fact, many of them had already been asked to be on other SPAC boards and management teams, and they may have said no. So it is that sense of a shared mission that is helping us build a track record that is really unmatched in the marketplace, and creating a brand. So when I called many of the founders and CEOs of companies, and founder of Guild, founder of SHIFT, founder of the USA Networks, and a dozen CEOs of companies and senior investors at TPG and BlackRock, and some of the best investors in the world, like Kirthiga, again, they may not have wanted to join other SPACs. So these are all women who have had careers with so many successes, and there's just no chance that we were not going to succeed here because the stakes are just too high for us. So when we approached the first company with the first SPAC, the company already had a bunch of term sheets, and when we arrived, they dropped them all to partner with us. And we like being that SPAC that companies drop everything to partner with. But in particular, partnering with someone like Kirthiga and Anna and others in the team has been a tremendous privilege, and very much part of the mission to bring that kind of quality to the management team and to the companies that we partner with. I like to call Kirthiga the highest SPAC value woman out there, and I just couldn't be. I pinch myself every day knowing that I get to speak to all these amazing women on a daily basis and get to work with Kirthiga on a daily basis. So very, very excited for the road ahead.
Absolutely. Absolutely incredible. I have to say, I feel the same way. One of the privileges of my life is to meet and work with women who have led all the way. And I think Kirthiga has been a big part of my journey. And of course, Kirthiga, I think you've broken many bastions, you've broken many, many records. And of course, you have inspired us all through the way. I've been witness to this journey for almost over a decade now. So tell us, what are your thoughts as you sort of get into this? And I know, I mean, having known you and the team that you have assembled, this is going to be stellar. I mean, this is absolutely outstanding. I feel very connected to what you guys are putting out there. But tell us a little more, Kirthiga, as you know, there's so many SPACs out there. What's the game plan as this goes on the road?
Sorry, One, the feeling of inspiration is very mutual. I have been so inspired by your journey, and it is that spirit of inspiration that drew me to this journey with Isabel as well. I have been on the other side of the table as part of boards advising companies as they think about, should they stay private, should they go public, IPO and SPAC. I had three of the portfolio companies with SoftBank that I work closely with go public, and all of those were through a SPAC. One was IonQ, which is a quantum computing company. We invested 61 million a few months ago, and per the public SoftBank investor reports most recently, that's valued at 118 million. The next one is WeWork that I joined as part of the business turnaround. And the third one is Pear Therapeutics, which is creating a new category of medicine, software as medicine. And you'll see those returns in the next investor report. So watch for that. But having seen things from that side of the table, when I met Isabel, it was so clear that this was a very differentiated approach and one that was geared to what entrepreneurs were looking for. First, there's that focus on bringing a very strong operator investor expertise that is tailored to the sectors that we are focusing on. So our focus areas, Sairee, are fintech, deep tech, enterprise health tech. And our sweet spot is a company in the 2 to 4 billion valuation range with room to flex on both sides based on the financing needs of the company. We pair that operator investor expertise with this focus on execution. And Isabel spoke about the proven track record. With the first SPAC, we announced a merger within 4 months, raised a pipe in 4 days, launched the Athena consumer SPAC a few weeks ago, and here we are, the third in the series, all in less than a year. So it's that spirit of hustle and transparency that we adopt in Athena and that we bring to entrepreneurs. And the last thing is a huge focus on long-term value creation. That's really been a core of everything that I have done, is seeing how we can, it's SoftBank Vision Fund's mantra, shared vision, amplified ambition, is actually very deeply meaningful to me. So how is it that we can partner with the right target company where we have a shared vision and we can amplify their ambition by providing them access to the public equity market. So I'm very excited to bring a very differentiated approach and platform to the market and to identify that one transformative company that we are going to enable and help accelerate.
I have no doubt this is going to be a magical journey. I can feel it. I have little goosebumps right now as you guys, you know, take this to market. I mean, I have I have benefited from your counsel. You are a value creator, Kirthiga. Everything that you've done has created so much of value for all stakeholders, and I think that's the incredible part. You take everyone along, and you connect the dots. And here is a team sitting across the globe, having this conversation, and I can already see various threads emerging. But I'm so sure that you and Isabel are going to take this to where this belongs. Right. There's so much of execution chops on the table here. There's so much of expertise. There's so much of relationships built over a period of time that, I mean, who raises funds in 4 days? Only you guys can pull it off. And I totally think this is going to be magical as you build this further. And needless to say, really on your side here, as you scale this, as you do, this is where women are at the beginning of the pipe, and we're going to see a huge trickle down effect, right from the number of women building companies to number of women raising funds, the number of women taking their companies IPOs, and of course number of women turning investors very early on. I've been inspired by our last conversation, and I started doing early angel checks, and I can totally see this blossoming. There's a lot of new ecosystems that this idea is going to give birth to. So super excited, and of course wish you all the best as you do this, and totally cheering for you and, holding a big banner, as one of your biggest supporters out there.
Thank you so much, Sairee.